How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? My bad, I didn't realize everybody was such a big Good Omens fan. I've been getting comments for like months now being like, Danny, what the hell? When are you gonna react to Good Omens? What do you mean, when am I gonna react to it? Everyone's been acting like Good Omens is like the natural progression of my channel, from anime channel to Has-Been Hotel exclusive channel to Disney Plus ad kind of to Good Omens. Sorry about that. I didn't know anybody actually watched this show. Is it even still coming out? I don't know. You see, the only thing I really know about Good Omens is honestly nothing, actually. The only thing I assume about Good Omens is that it's gonna be quirky. I think the only other live-action show I've watched on this channel was a single episode of Doctor Who, and it's the only episode of Doctor Who I've ever watched. Make sure you check out that video, too. Why is it wearing a thong? I don't know what the worst part is. The thong, the mohawk that stretches down to his asshole, it's all the worst part. This episode is the worst part of being alive. And it was just everything I thought Doctor Who would be. It was quirky, it was weird, the special effects were whack. My editor Tom made me watch it as like an April Fool's bit. I did have a really good time doing it, and I'm assuming he's gonna enjoy this show too if he likes Doctor Who, because that's basically what I'm expecting this to be. I'm expecting this to be Doctor Who light. From the few trailers I've seen, it looks quirky, it looks silly, it looks like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Core. That's where I've got my expectations set right now. I'm expecting a fun, silly, quirky little show, and I'm down for that. So let's see what Good Omens has to offer. Oh fuck! Never mind, my bad, starting off real intense here. Wow, that was cool. That was super sick. I'm sorry I accused the show of being quirky. That was hardcore.
If it were created at all and didn't just start, as it were, unofficially, it came into being about 14 billion years ago.
These last 10 seconds have been an absolute fucking roller coaster. That was the quirkiest thing I've ever seen. Am I watching the right show? Like I didn't accidentally turn on an episode of The Big Bang Theory or something?
Others put creation as far back as 5508 BC. Also incorrect.
Why does this feel like it was directed by John Green? Like I'm getting a YouTube crash course on the history of our planet right now. Go back to writing coming-of-age stories about antisocial weirdos trying to overcome their emotional walls, John. Quit trying to teach me stuff. That's your calling. To be the voice of teenage girls who have never felt seen despite you being a white man in his 40s.
Archbishop James Ussher claimed that the heaven and the earth were created on Sunday the 21st of October, 4004 BC at 9 a.m.
Wow, Archbishop James Ussher, what a quirky bitch. This dude was the OG pick-me girl. Talking about fucking, actually, the universe was created at 9 a.m. on a brisk Sunday morning.
Secondly, the earth is a Libra.
God, this show has such a specific demographic, and I swear to God, if I close my eyes, I can see her face. This show is so goddamn quirky, I'm genuinely concerned I accidentally put on My Hero Academia.
You may be vulnerable to a stomach upset today, so avoid salads.
Ha! Suck it, Libras!
This was perfectly correct on every count, except for the bit about the salads.
Fuck! Have you guys ever tried just having a mouthful of arugula before? It's not good. Well, was it good? You know what the problem with every scene depicting Adam and Eve is? The director never gives the people what they want. There is so much hype surrounding this stupid fruit, and all we ever get to see is them take a bite out of it. We never get to hear their review after. I just want one show to show the Adam and Eve scene and have one of them be like, not worth it. No, that is not for me. Love Adam's flaming little short sword. Their obviously fake vines are very funny, though. You guys are the only humans on the entire planet. Who are you covering yourselves for? was fucking incredible. Perfect CGI, perfect effect, perfect wig. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm not being sarcastic. That was amazing.
Fruit tree in the middle of a garden with a don't touch sign. Why not put it on the top of a high mountain? Or on the moon?
Well, it's not very tempting if it's on the moon, is it? I think the bit is that it's meant to be a test that they ended up failing. You know, if the apple's on the moon, it's like, God, I could really go for an apple right now. But, I mean, come on, what am I gonna do? Go to the moon to get one?
I do hope I didn't do the wrong thing.
Oh, you're an angel. I don't think you can do the wrong thing.
I know the answer is going to be a resounding no, but am I the only one who finds David Tennant ruthlessly sexy in this role? I don't even know why. He looks like a bingo playing grandma who never let the 80s go, but it's fucking doing something for me.
It'd be funny if we both got it wrong, eh? If I did the good thing and you did the bad one.
No.
Dude, he's crushing it. I'm having a lot of fun here. I feel like David Tennant is just massacring this role. This is such a fun conversation.
Good Omens. Being a narrative of certain events occurring in the last 11 years of human history.
Okay, I get it now. You know what? Shockingly enough, I get why this was the natural progression from Has Been Hotel to Hell of a Boss to Owl House to this. I completely understand. No further explanation is needed. That was fucking cute as hell. What the hell am I looking at? Why do they both look like the Great Bobinski?
But don't let the weather fool you. Just because it's a mild night doesn't mean that the forces of evil aren't abroad.
Look, I'm having a lot of fun with this show. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. Some of the decisions it's making are weird as hell, though. This show feels like a VHS I pulled from my local library. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's edited like an educational computer game from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't easy.
What exactly has that done to secure souls for our master?
Oh, come on, think about it.
Phenomenal acting all around. Like, everybody who's been on screen so far has been crushing it. I feel like that's the great thing about British actors. If I may be so bold as to stereotype here, I feel like British actors are just constantly giving any role they're in 110%. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a British actor phone a role in. Even, who's that guy who played the Oompa Loompa in Wonka? Like, even him who has been on, like, an absolute hate tirade about that movie, you can't tell. Hugh Grant. You can't tell when watching Wonka that Hugh Grant would rather be dead, you know?
Oompa Loompa.
Sign here.
How are you this sexy? You know, I never understood people's obsessions with rock stars. David Tennant's making me understand it. Like, this dude's coming in with such ruthless rock star energy.
Get it over with. Not that I want to get it over with, obviously, but I'll be popping along. Okay.
Is this show about a demon and an angel raising a baby in a pseudo-gay relationship together? How has it taken me this long to find out about this show? This is like the perfect fusion of literally everything I've ever watched on this channel.
Mind if I join you?
Oh, holy shit, John Hamm! Fucking since when? How am I just now finding out that John Hamm is in this show? This would have been the first show I ever reacted to if somebody told me John Hamm was in it.
And her husband, American diplomat Thaddeus Dowling.
Breathe, honey.
Oh, hey, Nick Offerman. Sorry, just one sec. Excuse me while I address my audience. What the hell? John Hamm and Nick Offerman are both in this show, and none of you wanted to tell me? What? Now you're gonna tell me that Alex Brightman's in the— Oh, fuck, I said his name!
She will undoubtedly have Secret Service agents with her. You are all to ensure that they see nothing.
This is the craziest church I've seen in my life. Where the hell did you get that statue? Who commissioned the 12-foot-tall marble statue of a man wrangling a python? That's metal as hell. Oh, it's a Church of the Antichrist. That makes a lot more sense. I thought this was just like the first thing kids were seeing on their way into Sunday school.
And give her back our master's child.
Thanks for the diagram, sister. I never would have been able to follow along without it.
Breathe, Deirdre, breathe.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Deirdre Young.
Wait a minute. Wait. So one of these babies is going to be switched at birth with a demon baby. And another one of these babies is going to be switched at birth with another regular baby. Oh, are we doing a triple baby switcheroo here? Is anybody going to get the baby that they ordered?
There's a trick they do with 3 playing cards, which is very hard to follow. And something like it, for greater stakes than a handful of loose change, is about to take place.
Holy shit, I'm sorry I made fun of the nuns diagram. This is actually about to become outrageously complicated.
3 babies. Watch carefully. Round and round they go.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to keep up if you cut the footage in the middle of the trick? That's like playing the 3-card game with somebody in real life, and then halfway through they go, oh, by the way, turn around for a second.
Nobody said anything about twins.
Oh, no, this one's yours. That one's someone else's. Just looking after him. No.
Well, fucking come up with something better than that. You can't just be having loose babies lying around your hospital. This is more suspicious than if you told him it was twins. Oh yeah, that's just leftover baby. Sometimes people just leave them here. What do you want from me? If you want to sign him out, you can. He's $200 per day and $300 for the weekend.
We call these biscuits, but you'll be looking at them and going, oh, cookies.
I call them biscuits.
Is this man's thick English accent not an indication that he isn't the American dignitary?
For example, Sister Teresa's meant,
Where the hell have you been? We're ready to make the switch.
Okay, but in the other nun's defense, a wink has never meant that. Nobody has ever tried to convey information that hostile using a wink.
Sister Mary, on the other hand, had thought that Sister Teresa's wink was more on the lines of,
Well done, that Sister Mary. Switched over the babies all by herself.
Yeah, that's some classic wink talk. I don't blame her.
Here's your little man back, all cleaned up and weighed.
I'd love for the mom to be like, oh, thank you so much. And how much does he weigh? What? Well, you said you took him away to weigh him, so how much does he weigh? 1 second. Does anybody have a scale?
You must name the child.
Well, we were going to name him Thaddeus.
Glad you're saying that in the past tense, because that's a terrible name.
Warlock, then. It's an Old English name. A good name.
Warlock is an infinitely worse name than Thaddeus. Why are you considering this?
Hello, Warlock.
2 words this kid is never going to hear because nobody wants to talk to a warlock.
Well, there's always Adam.
Why have none of these parents come prepared with names? What, did you guys all go to the hospital like, well, I hope the nuns are good at improv?
I'm gonna get any more nice little Chateau Neuf de Paps in heaven, or single malt scotch, or little frou-frou cocktails with umbrellas.
What is in heaven? Earlier, Crowley said there's no music, no restaurants, no bookstores. Is heaven just like a sensory deprivation chamber? Is that like the tactic to keep people good? Like you can't sin if you can't feel.
home to the quiet English village of Tadfield. The Antichrist had been on Earth for 24 hours.
So what happened to this 3rd unclaimed baby then? Did the nuns take care of it?
I understand you need a nanny.
Why is this low-key his hottest look? My dude is serving right now. My dude is serving so hard you'd think he was working at a 5-star goddamn restaurant.
Did you say as you might be looking for a...
Oh, I thought this was racist for a second. Oh my god, my heart stopped. Holy shit, I thought I was about to have to scrap this entire video for a second. Listen, any change in somebody's complexion is enough to warrant suspicion, alright? Also, by the way, what are they in disguises for? Who fucking cares what they look like? It's not like this family has ever seen either of them before. What was David Tennant just like, look, I'll only do this show if I get to be in drag at some point. I don't care when it happens, just figure out a time. And then Michael Sheen was just like, well, if he gets to do drag, I get to do something super questionable.
Oh, young Master Warlock. You're growing fast.
This poor kid's just gonna spend his whole life being harassed by an angel and a demon for literally no reason.
As you grow, to have love and reverence for all living things.
I kinda love this. This is like a really cool scene. I love him trying to subtly impart good morals into this kid, but doing it in a way that a kid would find entertaining enough to absorb. Michael Sheen's also, like, massacring this role. Like, I don't know, he's given a real good performance here.
Go to sleep and dream.
God, Denise Tennant looks like she tortures people for a living. She looks like one of the 4 gods of hell from Berserk.
Fantastically evil.
Killed anyone yet?
Not yet, but there's more to evil than just killing people, eh?
Yeah, also he's 5. You know, give him a minute. Let him learn how to count to 100 before you ask him to take a life. Also, I love how hell is depicted as this, like, dingy underground fight club. Like, I so much prefer this than, like, a terrible green screen with a bunch of fire and red mountains and stuff.
I'm proud to say that on a very real level.
On the other hand, heaven kind of sucks, doesn't it? No wonder Crowley got his hooks in Aziraphale so quickly. What is there to look forward to in heaven? Mop day?
The boy's too normal.
Give him a minute! Just because he hasn't ripped another kid's eyes out of his sockets doesn't mean he isn't the Antichrist.
Whatever. They're old and educational.
It's dumb.
It's not dumb, sweetie. It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur, more like.
Ho zing, bitch! What are you, from the Jurassic era? Because you're getting Jurass kicked. By the way, what do you think the actual Antichrist is up to? I, like, keep briefly forgetting that there's a second kid out there, and also a third kid who's unwanted by every faction, including maybe the show's own plot.
If there was no boy, then the process would stop.
Yes, but there is a boy. He's over there.
Kill the boy, you fucking marshmallow! Aziraphale looks like a man cosplaying as a caramel macchiato with extra whipped cream.
I've never actually killed anything. I don't think I could.
If this human s'more murders this child, this show is going to be an instant S+ from me. I know it won't happen. There's literally no chance of it happening, but it would earn this show an immediate 50 extra points.
Wrong boy. Wrong boy.
I can't believe they figure it out this episode. I thought they would, like, stretch this out for the entire season. Also, again, God, I fucking love these two. Just great acting happening here.
Hogbackwood was their Eden, where they could play, unbothered by adults. The children called themselves the Them.
Wow, that's progressive of them. The children carved themselves a piece of the woods where they could play and be free. Free from parents, from worry, from the gender binary. Oh my god, this is the fucking weirdest looking dog I've ever seen. What the hell? It looks like the live action ScoobyDoo.
And do you know what they got me? A girl's bike with a basket. But you are actually a girl, Pepper. That's just sexist.
Oh, I can't believe I was right about all the kids being non-binary. That's crazy. Kind of hard to tell what kind of message the show's trying to send here, though, huh? Because on one hand, you've got all these kids being super progressive and acknowledging that they're all equal despite race or gender. But on the other hand, you could look at it as this group of liberal snowflakes who built an actual literal throne for the actual literal Antichrist. It's like, Jesus Christ, pick a side, Good Omens.
I think I'll call him Dog.
That's a spectacular dog! What a glow up!
Something's changed. Oh, it's a new cologne. My barber suggests.
No, I know what you smell like.
Oh yeah? You're real acquainted with the scent, are you, Crowley?
The hellhound has found its master. You sure? I felt it.
Would I lie to you?
Wow, this show is giving its fandom a lot of ammunition to work with in these last 5 minutes. Oh fuck, never mind, last 1 minute because it's over. And that is Good Omens episode 1. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like pretty into it. I'm like genuinely actually pretty into it. More so than I was with Doctor Who, but even when I watched Doctor Who that one time on my channel, check it out, I was able to see appeal in it, because it is just fun. Like, I'm such a dick that I do have an aversion to, like, the quirky stuff, but it's just fun, you know? They're just having fun. I don't love the humor where it's like they say a silly thing and they're like, that's ridiculous. It's actually this identical silly thing. Like the bit where it's like, Sir Reginald predicted that the universe was created on a Tuesday afternoon, March 2nd at 3 p.m. And then it's like, of course, that was incorrect. It was actually created 2 hours later. Like, shut up. I think that might just be like a cultural thing because, like I said, like, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has a lot of that humor. The Doctor Who episode I watched has a lot of that humor. And so it could just be, like, not my style. But otherwise, like I said, everyone's kind of, like, acting their fucking heart out. David Tennant, like, and Michael Sheen, who I've never seen before, are just both such commanding presences. But even the two other demons that David Tennant was with are also great actors in this. It's such a weird mix between, like, cheap, bad CGI, good direction, fantastic acting, sometimes cringy writing, phenomenal dialogue. It's, like, all over the place. But it equals, so far, like, actually at least a B+ show. At least in its first episode. It's got a lot of promise. Like, I genuinely would continue watching this if this video tanks. Like, I would finish the series. And that's not something I can say about, like, most shows on the channel. Like, Demon Slayer, I will, obviously. Bungo Stray Dogs, I would now. Like, seasons 1 through 3, I wouldn't. What else? Like Heaven Official's Blessing, if season 3 came out and, like, no one wanted me to react to it, I wouldn't watch it. This, I will finish, regardless of what happens. But, make it so I get to watch it with you guys, please. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And comment below, what you thought of this episode. And, what else you'd like to see me react to in the future, now that I've kind of opened the floodgates of live action media as well. And I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I live for now? I wrote